I wish
In a far-off kingdom
more than anything
lived a young maiden, a sad young lad, and a childless baker.
I wish
With his wife.
more than gold. I wish the king is giving a festival.
More than life, I wish.
I wish to go to the festival.
More than riches.
I
I wish my cow would give us some milk.
more than anything.
I wish we had a child.
I wish to go to the festival.
I wish we had a child. I wish.
You wish to go to the festival?
The poor girl's mother had died.
You Cinderella's festival? What you wish to go to the festival? The festival? The King's Festival!
And her father had taken for his new wife
The festival!
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails, look at your dress.
People would laugh at you!
Nevertheless, I still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son was not a fool. I wish my house would be so clean. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. Oh, you foolish child, what in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to believe she's milk.
It's a she! Oh, how many times must I tell you? Only she's can get milk! Oh. Why don't I, little girl?
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the night. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the night. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you have picked them out again in 2 hours' time, you shall go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a stinky barn or 4
Birds in the sky, birds in the eaves, in the leaves, in the fields, in the castles and parks.
and a few of those kites, please.
And the leaves over fields, out of castles and parks.
No sleep.
Quick little birds, flick through the ashes, pick and peck but swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot. Listen, well, son, Milky White must be taken to market.
But Mother, no! He's the best cow.
Was. She's been dry for a week with no food nor money and no choice but to sell her while she still can't command a price.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
But look at her. There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump. But son, we've no time to sit and dither while the withers wither with her. And no one keeps a cow for a friend. Oh, sometimes I fear you're tough.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
Are you certain of your way?
The way is clear, the way is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
And don't stray and be late.
Make sure to save some of those sweets for Granny.
Into the woods and down the path is straight. I know it now. Into the woods, and who can tell what's waiting on the journey? Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny, who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead. For all that I know, she's already dead. But into the woods, to grandmother's house and home before dark.
Fly birds, back to the skies, back to the eaves and the leaves and the fields and the hurry up into my good, nice. What's the good of being good if everyone is kind and you're always left behind? Never mind, Cinderella, kind Cinderella, nice, good, nice, kind, good, nice. Not that tight. Sorry, Claude.
Because the baker had lost his mother and father in a baking accident, well, at least that's what he believed, he was eager to have a family of his own and was concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who might that be?
We've sold our last loaf of bread.
It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread. Of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
Oh, it's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in there now, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple she placed a spell on their house.
What spell?
In the past, when you know no more than a baby, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. You see, they were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. Your mother was with child, and she developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, greens, and nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and filberts, and daisies are all right. But it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, reaching through my room to bed, lighting my arugula, and ripping up the rabbit, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. Could have turned him into a stone, or a dog, or a chair, or a... But I let him have the rabbit. I had lots to spare. In return, however, I said fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear. And we'll call it square.
I had a brother?
No. You had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, and that we all might live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I had inherited that garden, my mother had warned me that I would be punished if I were ever to lose any of the beans. Beans? The special beans. I let him know. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall and then bang, crash in the lightning flash. Well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, at last the big day came and I met my claim. I'm gonna take away the baby. They shrieked dead straight. But I did, and I hid him and she'll never be reached. Your father cried, your mother died. When for extra measure, I admitted it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not qualified. Then I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more seeds and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same. I tell kings and queens, don't ever, never, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans. Now listen to me, Jack. Lead Milky White to market and fetch the best price that you can. Take no less than £5. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
How much are you to ask?
No more than £5.
Oh, less than 5. Oh. Jack, 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 penny or sack. The house is getting older. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. And you can't just sit there dreaming pretty dreams. To wish and wait from day to day. You'll never keep the wolves away. So into the woods the time is now, we have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow, you must begin the journey. Straight to the woods and don't delay, we have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might lift the spell.
You wish to have the curse reversed, I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight in 3 days' time, and you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood.
Ladies, I can't wait.
Now may I go to the festival?
The festival! Darling, those nails, darling, those clothes, the lentils are one thing, but darling, with those, you make us a fool of the festival, and more to buy the prince.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be gone.
Good night, Father. I wish.
Look at what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans!
I wonder if they're the...
Witches' beans! We'll take them with us!
No, you're not coming.
I know you are fearful of the woods at night!
The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The
No,
spell is
the
on
spell
my
is on
house.
our house!
No!
We must lift the
You
spell
are not to come
together!
and
The
that is
spell
fine.
is on our house!
Now what am I to return with?
You don't remember the cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair as yellow as corn, the slipper as pure as gold!
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is
And
yellow
so
as
the
corn.
baker reluctantly set off to meet the enchantress's demands. As for
We should go to the
Cinderella,
festival!
The cow is white as milk,
But
the
how
cape
am
is
I
red
to
as
get
blood,
to the
the hair is
festival?
yellow as
I
corn.
will visit Mother's grave, the slipper
The
has
slipper is
pastry,
pure as
and
gold,
tell her I
the
just want to
cape
go
is
to the king's festival.
Into the woods, it's time to go. The may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know, but
Mama, who can tell?
into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit Mother. Into the woods to fetch the beans.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival. Into the woods without regret. The choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why we're on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish. I don't care how the time is now. Into the woods to sell the cow.
To the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make the potion.
To go to the festival. Into the woods to Grandma's house.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade there. Into the woods without delay, be careful not to lose your way. Into the woods who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey. Into the woods to see the king, to sell the cow, to make the potion, to seed, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods and out of the woods. And home before dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother, and she visited there so often and wept so much that her tears watered it until it became a handsome tree.
I've been good and I've been kind, Mother, doing only what I learned from you. Why then am I left behind, Mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, Mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
What, child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune, like bad, can befall when least expected.
I wish.
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish.
silver and gold throw down on me. I'm off to get my revenge.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How do you know my name?
When first I appear, I seem mysterious, but when explained, I am nothing serious.
Say that again?
On your way to the market? You might have been there long ago. Taking your time, Jack?
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
You see, now I'm distressed.
How much are you asking for the animal?
No less than £5, sir.
Oh, now, Jack, why such a sum?
My mother.
Your mother? A boy your age? Why, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Oh, Come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
What might be in your basket?
Bread and wine. So grandmother will have something good to make her strong.
And where might your grandmother live?
A quarter of a league further into the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, little girl. Tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your time.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay her being misled.
Slow, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plump. What a delectable couple. Utter perfection, one rich, one supple, one
Mother
moment,
said,
my dear.
come what may, follow the path, never
Just
stray.
so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. Just one would be so boring. And look what you're ignoring. Think of those crisp, aging bones, and something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meal.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose it's smell to leave. Remember the fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello.
There's harm to come to that little girl in the red cape.
Forget the little girl and get the cape.
Well, you frightened me.
That's the cape. Get it. Get it. Get it.
I'm supposed to get it.
You go up to the little thing and you take it.
I can't just take a cloak from a little girl. Why don't you take it?
If I could, I would, but I can't.
is ridiculous. I'll never get that red cape nor find a golden cow or a yellow slipper. Or was it a golden slipper and a yellow cow? Oh no!
The cow is white as milk, the cape as red as blood, the hair as yellow as corn, the slipper as milk.
What are you doing here?
I forgot your scarf.
You have no business being alone in the wood, and you have no idea what I've come upon here. You would be frightened for your life. Now go home immediately.
I wish to help.
No, the spell is on my house.
Our house.
Only I can lift the
We
spell.
must lift the spell together.
The spell is on my...
A cow as white as...
milk.
Hello there, young man.
Hello, sir. What might you be doing with a cow in the middle of the forest?
Well, I was heading towards market, but I seem to have lost my way.
What are you planning to
What
do?
are you planning to do there?
Sell my cow, sir. No less than £5.
5 pounds. Where am I to get 5 pounds?
She must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
Well, I guess I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I will have no food to eat.
This is the sum total.
Beans! Oh, we mustn't give up our beans! Well, if you feel we must.
Huh?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans in exchange for my cow.
Oh, but these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Magic! What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic that defies description.
Yeah.
My mother.
You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. We must keep one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth £1 each, at the very least.
Could I buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly. Good luck there, young lad.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
Take the cow and go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans! We've no reason to believe they're magic. Are we going to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one would have given him more for that creature. We did him a favor. At least they'll have some food.
5 beans.
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it. Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain, or you live to regret it.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's crying.
If the thing you do is pure in intent, if it's meant and it's just a little bit, doesn't matter.
Yes.
So what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size.
What?
Only 3 more tries, we'll have our prize. When the end's in sight, you'll realize if the end is right, it justifies the beans.
Take the cow and go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, so shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the forest. And when the old enchantress paid a visit, she called forth.
Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair to me!
strange name. Strange, but beautiful. And fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand before her window and I will ask her to let her hair down to me.
Hello there, little one.
Hello.
Have you saved some of those sweets for Granny?
I ate all the sweets and a half a loaf of bread.
Where did you get that beautiful cape? I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
Was that right? I would love a red cloak like that.
Well, you look pretty foolish.
May I take a look at it?
I don't like to be without my cake. Please give it back.
I want it badly.
Give it back, please.
Forget the little girl and get the cake.
I just wanted to make certain that you really loved this cape. Now you go to your granny's and you be careful that no wolf comes your way.
I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you need, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker, with newfound determination, went after the red cape. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh dear. How uneasy I feel. Perhaps it's all the sweets. Good day, grandmother. My, grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what big eyes you have.
Oh, the better to see you with, my dear.
Oh, but grandmother, what large hands you have.
Oh, the better to hug you with, my dear.
Oh, grandmother, what a terrible big wet mouth you have.
Oh, the better to eat you with.
And scarcely had the wolf said this, that with a single bound, he was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for both. And with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice long nap.
My grandmother has a mighty snore. Oh, it was the little one. Eating, no doubt. Or eating. Grandmother! What is that piece of red cloth in the corner of your mouth? That looks to me to be a piece of... I will get that cake from within your stomach!
Oh, what a fright! How dark and dank it was inside that womb!
King the devil, take that knife and cut his evil head off. Let's see the demon sliced into 1,000 bits. Better yet, make the animal die a painful, agonizing, hideous death.
Granny!
Quiet, child. This evil must be destroyed.
Well, I will leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, you can keep them.
What kind of hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had cared. And you made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, so I really got scared. Well, excited and scared, but he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path where lie secrets that I never want to know. And when everything familiar seemed to disappear is now many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers. And though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared. Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Oh, Mr. Baker! You saved our lives. Here.
Are you certain?
Yes. Maybe Granny will make me another with the skins of that wolf.
Oh, thank you.
Axel the baker, the second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he'd ever felt, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Oh, only a dog would exchange a cow for beans.
Mother, no!
Oh, too bad, without supper for you.
Little did they know those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into heavens.
Are you all right, miss? Yes, I just need to catch my breath.
What a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you the lucky one? Whatever are you doing in the woods at this hour?
Have you seen a beautiful young maiden in a ball gown pass through?
I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I never lied to royalty before. I never anything to royalty before.
Thank you.
If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
Well, what brings you here? And with a cow?
Oh, my husband is somewhere in the woods. He's undoing a spell.
Oh?
Oh, yes. Now the prince, what is he like?
He's a very nice prince.
And
it's a very nice ball. And when I entered, they trumpeted.
And the prince?
Oh, the prince? Yes, the prince. Well, he's tall.
Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
We did nothing but dance.
Yes.
And it made a nice change.
Oh, the prince.
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
He has charm for a prince, I guess.
Yes.
I don't need a wide range. And it's all very strange.
Will you be returning to the festival tomorrow evening?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, to be pursued by a prince. All that pursues me is tomorrow's bread. What I wouldn't give to be in your shoes.
Will you look over there? An enormous vine growing next to that little cottage. I mean, slipper. It looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the sky.
As pure as
I must get home.
Wait, I need to choose. Oh, no. Hey. Shoot.
My God!
No knot unties itself.
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed? Agreed.
Never win more than a ball.
Or pink.
Or open your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure.
The prettier the flower, the farther from the path.
The closer to the family, the closer to the wife.
What? Midnight gone!
The mouth of the wolf's at the end of the world.
A servant is not just a dog to a prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what want, better see that you keep what you have.
One midnight gone.
Sometimes the things you most wish for
Wait, I bet what you have.
are not to be touched.
To get what you want, you gotta
Agreed.
keep what you have.
One midnight gone. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high and you look below at the world you've left and the things you know, little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high and you're on your own in the world like none that you've ever known, where the sky is red and the earth is stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dare, cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest, and she draws you close to her giant breast, and you know things now that you never knew before. Not till the sky. Only just when you made a friend and all, and you know she's big, but you don't feel small. Someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and your stomach stone, and you're really scared being all alone. And it's then that you long for the things you've known in the world you've left in the middle you own. The fun is done. You steal what you can and run, and you scramble down and look below in the world you know begins to grow. The house and your mother at the door. The roof, the house, and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. And you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Here, look what I have. It's 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. She allowed me these 5 to do with as I please.
Oh my.
Where's my Milky White?
Milky White is back home with my wife.
Well, let's go find them.
Well, no, I don't know that I wish to sell.
But you said I might buy her back.
I know, but I'm not certain that 5 gold pieces
Are you saying there was more money?
Well, more money is always...
Well, keep this. I'll go fetch more.
Wait, I don't know if... Huh? 5 gold pieces! With this money, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new thatched roof and a new chimney.
Well, could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When first I appear, I seem delirious, but when explained, I am nothing serious. Could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How badly do you wish a child? 5 gold pieces? 10? 20?
I don't know that I wish to put a price on it.
Exactly. You haven't thought about many things, have you, son?
Wait, give me back! That is not yours!
Nor is it Jack's. The money is not what's important. What's important is that your wish be honored.
Wait, come back here! What are you doing here now?
I see you've the red cape.
Yes, I have the cape. Only 2 items left to locate.
3.
2. I have the cape and the cow.
You've the cape!
What have you done with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I should have known better than to have entrusted her to you.
She might just as easily have run from you.
But she didn't.
Well, she might have.
But she didn't.
Who cares? The cow is gone. Get it back. Get it back.
Yes, we were just going to do that. Here, I could give you this.
Oh, don't give me that, fool. I don't want to touch that. Have you no sense? My Rapunzel. Listen to her beautiful music.
Lovely.
She's very gifted.
By tomorrow's midnight, deliver the items, or you'll wish you never thought to have a child.
I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry I lost the cow.
I shouldn't have yelled. Now, will you please go back to the village? I will make things right. And then we could just go back to our life. No more hunting about in the woods for strange objects, or witches, or dim-witted boys, or hungry little girls. Go.
There you are, good brother. Father and I had been wondering where you had gone.
I have been looking all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening with.
Where did she go?
Disappeared like the fine morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest.
I'm not certain of that. I must confess, I too have found a lovely maiden. She lives here in the woods.
In the woods?
Yes, on top of a tall tower, with no door or stairs.
Where?
2 leagues from here, due east, just beyond the mossy knoll.
And how do you manage a visit?
I stand before her tower and I say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel? Rapunzel? What kind of a name is that? You jest. I have never heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth. She's as true as your maiden, a maiden running from a prince. None would run from us.
Yet one has.
Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Agony, all the torture they teach, what's as intriguing
Or half so fatiguing as what's out of reach? Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome, an heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why not do I know? Girl must be mad.
You know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her
Agony, misery, though it's different for each. Always 10 steps behind,
always 10 feet below,
and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife.
I must have her to wife.
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No, get the hair.
Excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy with carrot top hair and a sunny, though occasionally vague disposition, answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to a white cow.
Oh, he's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Children can be very queer about their animals. You be careful with your children.
I have no children.
Well, that's okay too.
Yes. Well, I have not seen your son today.
Well, I hope he didn't climb up that beanstalk again. Oh, quit while you're ahead, I say. Jack! Jack! Oh.
Moo! Moo! Moo!
Looking for your cow.
Where did you find her? Hello?
What are you doing?
I am here to make amends.
I want you to stay out of this, old man.
I am here to see your wish is granted.
You've caused enough trouble as it is. Keep out of my path.
I hope there are no witches to encounter. Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair to me!
Is that you, my prince?
Yes.
Excuse me for this. You do take plenty of spills, don't you?
Oh, hello. It's these slippers. They're not suited for these surroundings. Actually, they're not much suited for dancing either.
I'd say these slippers were as pure as gold.
Yes, they are all you could wish for in beauty.
What I would give for just one.
One is not likely to do you much good.
Was the ball as wonderful as last evening?
Oh, it's still a nice ball.
Yes, and
They have far too much food.
no, the prince.
Oh, the prince?
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh? Who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes,
And I'm not in the mood.
you must have really taken a liking to you.
I have no experience with princes and castles and gowns.
Nonsense. Every girl dreams.
Yes! There she is! Move! 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 Move!
I must run.
But I must have your shoes.
Stop that!
I needed to have a child.
And I needed to get out of here.
Where did she go?
Who?
Don't play the fool, woman.
Oh, the beautiful young maiden in the ball gown? She went in that direction. I tried to hold her here for
I
this
can capture my own damsel, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Where did he go?
Who?
The prince, of course. Yes.
That direction, but you'll never reach them.
We would have if that mongrel with the cow hadn't molested us.
Cow?
Please let me just compare this color with that of your own.
She wants to compare our hair to Dawn.
Over there, over there.
Thought you were returning home. I've had no luck.
You've the cow.
Yes, I have a cow. I've only 2 of the 4.
3,
2.
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find this?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3.
And I almost had the 4th, but she got away.
Well, we have 1 entire day left. Surely we can locate the slipper by then.
We? You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, perhaps it will take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. More sure, more sharing. You're getting us through the woods.
was enough, it's not true. It takes two of us, you came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took two of us, it takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Though you swear to change, you can tell if you do. It takes two.
You've changed. You're thriving. There's something about the woods. Not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, I fear we'd stay the same forever. But then out here, you're passionate, charming, considerate, clever.
It takes one to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes two of you, it's no fun. But what needs to be done, you can do. When there's two of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us. As a pair of us, each accepting a share of what's there. We've changed, we're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know we'll get past the woods. And once we're past, let's hope the changes last. Beyond woods, beyond witches and slippers and hoods, just the two of us beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us, it takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want four, we had none, we've got three. We need one, it takes two.
Stop her! Stop that hen! Oh, Providence, my Milky White! Oh, and the owners, and my hen.
Look at what this hen has just dropped in my
A
hand.
golden egg? I've never seen a golden egg.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold pieces I gave you, sir.
Now, I never said that I would sell.
You know, I'm taking my cow.
5 gold pieces?
I never said that I would sell.
But you took the 5 gold
You
pieces.
took 5 gold pieces?
I didn't take, you gave.
Where are the 5 gold pieces?
An old man.
You said I could have my cow.
No, I never said you could. I said you might.
You would take money before a child.
Milky White is dead!
Two midnights gone. Wanting a ball is not wanting a prince.
Near may be better than far, but it still isn't near may be better than far, but it still isn't there.
The ball.
So near, the ball.
You can never love somebody else's child.
Two midnights
The
gone.
way you love.
So near,
The prince.
so far.
The greatest prize can often lie at the end of the thorniest path.
2 midnights gone, 2 midnights gone.
2 midnights gone, and the exhausted baker and his wife buried the dead Milky White.
You must go to the village in search of another cow.
What do you propose I use to purchase this cow?
Here, tell him it's magic.
No person with a brain larger than this is going to exchange a cow for a bean.
Then steal it.
Steal it? Oh, just 2 days ago you were accusing me of exercising deceit in securing the cow.
Then don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I feel it best you go for the cow. As I have met a maiden with a golden slipper these previous eves, and I think I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine.
Fine.
That's simply
Fine.
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affections for the prince before he could send her away.
What did I clearly say?
listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. But I am old, I am ugly, I embarrass you. Yes, you are ashamed of me. You are ashamed. You don't understand. It was lonely atop that tower. I was not company enough. I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world. Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princess, wait there in the world. It's true. Princess, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home. I'm home. I'm there. Could love you more than I. When I'm there, that I cannot supply. Stay with me. Stay with me. The world is dark and wild. Stay, young child, while you can be a gave you protection. And yet, you disobeyed. Oh, what did you think I would stay in that tower forever? Why didn't you tell me that you had a visitor? I will not share you, but I will show you a world that you have never seen.
What is a white cow, not a white cow?
I don't know. Leave me alone.
Haven't I left you alone long enough?
Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away.
In need of another cow.
What a beautiful cape.
Stay away from that cape or I'll slice you into 1,000 bits.
I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
Well, my granny made it for me from a wolf that attacked us. And I got to skin the animal. But the best part of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Well, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
I don't believe that egg came from that hen. Where'd you get that egg?
I stole this from the kingdom of the giant. Up there. And if you think this is something, you should see the golden harp the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without you even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go up to the kingdom right now and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar!
I am not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
After having cast out Rapunzel to remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be caught? You think, well, it's a thought. What would be his response? But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? And then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, what you don't? So then which do you pick? Where you're safe out of sight and yourself, but where everything's wrong? Or where everything's right and you know that you'll never belong? And whichever you pick, do it quick, cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and all once you're there, though it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you'll have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough cause you're still standing stuck in the stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes, then from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe. And then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace. Don't come any closer to me. Please, just hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You have attacked me once before. I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here is a magic bean in exchange for it. Magic bean? Nonsense. Don't do that. I have already given up one shoe this evening. My feet cannot bear to give up another. Please, I need that shoe to have a child. That makes no sense. Well, does it make sense that you're running from a prince?
Stop!
Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster. Thank you.
Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I have done nothing.
And the cow!
The slipper! We've all four!
I will take this to the prince and we will search the kingdom tomorrow for the maiden who will fit this shoe.
It's mine! I don't care if this costs me my life.
Give her the slipper and all will come to...
What was that noise?
Sir, just a bolt of lightning in a far-off...
How dare you take off in search without me?
My apologies, sir. I thought that
Enough of what you thought. I employed a ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch, and there, when she ran down, remained the maiden slipper.
Brilliant.
I thought so. Although it did create quite a mess when the other guests left.
And sir, I have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper. Give them the slipper and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I seem deleterious.
Shut up! Do as he says. He's clearly a spirit of some sort, and we only need one. Yes.
There's a dead giant in my backyard! I heard Jack climbing down the beanstalk, calling for his axe, and when he reached the bottom, he took it and he began to hack down the axe. Suddenly, with a crash, the beanstalk fell, but there was no Jack. For all I know, he was crushed by the ogre.
he's safe, then he's safe. If he's been crushed, well, then there's nothing any of us can really do about that now, is there? Well, I must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anyone care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
He is dead, is he not?
With such a thought, I would suppose.
The third midnight is here. You've all the objects? Slipper, hair.
Cape, cow.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me. Oh, she is. She is.
This cow has been covered in flour.
Well, we did have a cow as white as milk, honestly, we did.
Then where is she?
She's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live cow.
Of course I prefer a live cow, so bring me the dead cow and I'll bring her back to life.
You can do that?
Now! Oh, there you are! Oh, I was worried sick.
Mother, look! The most beautiful heart.
You've stolen too much. You could have been killed coming down that plant.
She's too heavy.
What's happening? Milky White! Now I have two friends, a cow and a heart.
Quiet. Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow. Fill this.
I'll do it. She'll only milk for me. Squeeze, pal.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about a child.
No, you wait just one moment. We followed your instructions. 1, that cow is as white as milk, correct?
Yes.
2, the cake was certainly as red as blood.
Yes.
3, the slipper.
Yes.
And 4, I compared the hair to this ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in a towel.
Wait, you what? What were you doing there?
I touched it to be passing by.
I touched that hair. Don't you understand? I cannot have touched the ingredients.
No.
The corn! The corn! What? The silky hair of the corn! Pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow! Quickly!
This had better work before the last stroke of midnight, old man, or your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son, please, not now.
Yes, meet your father.
Father? Could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident. I didn't want to run away from you, son, but...
It's working.
She's milking! I don't understand. Not now! Into the cup!
We've given you what you wish!
Now when can we expect a child?
What's wrong?
What's happening?
Where are you going? Son! Son! Father! Father! All is repaired. He's dead.
And so the mysterious man died, having helped end the curse on his house. For the baker, there will be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who'd been punished with age and ugliness that night when her beans had been stolen and the lightning flashed, was now returned to her former state of youth and beauty. And Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. As for the prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. When he came to Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Careful, my toe! Darling, I know! What will we do? It'll have to go, but when you're his bride, you can sit or I will never need you!
The girl obeyed, swallowing the pain, and joined the prince on his horse, riding off to become his bride. and asked the other sister to put on the shoe.
Why won't you fit? Don't let me still. Cut off a bit of the heel and it will. And when you're his wife, you'll have such a life you'll never need to walk.
The girl obeyed, swallowed her pain, but as she was helped on the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other daughters?
To which the woman replied,
No, just a little stunted kitchen wench, which his late wife left behind, but she is far too dirty. She cannot show herself.
I insist.
And when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I always wanted a son.
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, he took Cinderella on his horse and rode off.
No blood at all within the shoe. This is the proper bride for you, fit to attend the prince.
And finally, as for Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert, until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard a voice so familiar that he went towards it. And when he approached, Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. 2 of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I was going to come fetch you as soon as you learned your lesson.
Who are you?
Surely you remember.
Mother?
This is who I truly am. Come with me, child. We can be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself. You are the only family that I know. Come with me. You and those beautiful babies, please. You leave me no choice.
As it opened the way entailed, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her power over others. When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, wishing to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortune. But, as the sisters stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them, poked out their eyes, and punished them with blindness.
I see your prince has found you.
Yes.
Thank you for the slipper.
I didn't think I'd wed a prince.
I didn't think I'd ever find you.
I didn't think I could be so happy.
And it came to pass that all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after.
Ever after.
Journey over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, and extended. Ever after.
Ever after.
All the curses have been mended, the reverse is wiped away. All is tenderness and laughter, for forever after.
Happy now and happy, handsome, happy ever after.
There were dangers and confusion, and the path would often swerve.
Maybe not.
So the constant
It's amazing.
solution,
Shall we sing it?
but they never lost their nerve,
Never lost.
and they reached the right conclusions.
And we got what we deserve. Not desire, not to sorrow, tenderness and laughter. Joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was green, I was vain, I was haughty, I was loved, we were happy. It was fine, but we were blonde and we went into the woods together, wishing that we're really blind. I was perfect, I had everything but beauty, I had power, and I died like a flower in a tower that I
able to get my wish and now I'm ordinary.
I'm a party, I'm happy now, unhappy, and as well as ever after. Happy is our common sense, been worthy of our distance. To be happy and forever, you'll see your wish come true.
Don't be careful, don't be clever, when you see your wish pursue. It's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do.
Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's rugged, though you may lose, though powerful you may, though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's rugged, though you may lose, though powerful you may, though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's rugged, though you may lose, though powerful you may, though it's not too much to be had. No wish, but you can't just wish, but you can't just wish. No wish to the woods where nothing's clear, where riches, ghosts, and wolves appear. Into the woods and through the fear, you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell, and make perhaps the who can tell.
Into the woods to lift the spell,
Into the woods to lose the longing,
into the woods to have the child,
to wed the prince,
to get the money,
to save the house,
to kill the wolf,
to find the father,
conquer the kingdom,
to have, to wed, to get, to save, to kill, to give, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods that I
To be continued. Once upon a time, later,
I wish
in the same far-off kingdom,
more than anything.
lived a young
More than
princess,
life.
the lad
More
Jack,
than footmen.
I wish,
and the baker and his family.
oh, I miss,
I wish
more than anything,
more than the moon. I wish to sponsor a festival.
More than life,
I miss,
Time has come for a festival.
more than riches.
I miss my kingdom up in the sky.
I wish we had more room.
Another room.
And despite some minor inconveniences, they were all content.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd find perfection.
I never thought I could be so happy. Not an unhappy moment.
I didn't think we'd be this rich.
I never thought I could be so happy.
Happy now, happy hence, happy ever after. We're so happy, you're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
Not one round.
Little prince,
With my towel,
little girls.
Darling, I must go now.
We should really stand.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Wishes may bring problems such that you regret them. Better that though that you never get them. I'm going to be a perfect
I'm going to be a perfect
I'm
son.
going to be a perfect mother. I'm going to see that he is so happy. I never thought I'd love my life. I would settle for another than to become a wife.
Then to be set for life, and to beget a child.
That fortune smile, I'm so happy. If only this college were a little larger.
I will expand our quarters in due time.
Why expand? We could simply move to another cottage.
We will not move. This was my father's house, and now it will be my son's.
You would raise your child alongside a witch?
Why does he cry when I hold him?
Baby's crying, he's fine. You needn't hold him as if he were so fragile.
He wants his mother. Here.
I can't take care of him all of the time.
Well, I will care for him when he's older.
We had to go through thick and thin.
We have to lose the opportunity. I entered on this something. I never thought I'd be so much I hadn't been. I'm so happy.
Are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
And the baby?
He's fine. Are you all right?
Oh. You! Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden.
What of your garden?
Look!
Destroyed.
What has happened?
I was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
What could do such a thing?
An earthquake.
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no good.
Do you think it was a bear?
A bear? Bears are sweet. Besides, you ever see a bear with 40-foot feet?
A dragon?
No scorch marks. Usually they're linked.
Manticore?
Imaginary.
Griffin?
Extinct.
Giant?
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant.
Maybe we should tell someone.
And who are you going to tell?
Or the royal family, of course.
The royal family. I wouldn't count on that family to snuff out a rat. With a giant, we'll all have to go to battle. Oh, a giant's the worst. A giant has a brain. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant's just like us, only bigger. Much, much bigger. So big that we are just an expendable bug beneath its foot. Boom! Crunch!
And so the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
Oh, look, Milky White. It's the butcher.
The baker.
What can we do for you, sir?
Well, I've come to report the destruction that was wrought upon our house today.
Jack has been home with me all day.
The baker told Jack and his mother that he feared there was a giant in the land.
I can recognize a giant's footprints. I can go to your house.
You do no such thing.
Well, any help at all?
I'm sorry, but you'll get none from us. Nobody cared when there was a giant in my backyard, and I don't remember you volunteering coming to my
A
aid.
giant in your backyard is one thing, a crushed home is quite another.
Oh, look, young man. Giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
I'm taking the news to the castle nonetheless.
When the baker reached the castle, it was the princess who greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam. This small man insists on seeing you.
Princess, I've come to report the appearance of a giant in the land.
Where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see it.
Then how do you know there is a giant in the land?
Well, our house was destroyed. There are
That
footprints.
could have been caused by any number of things. I will show you to the door.
Wait,
A nearby household was visited by a giant not long ago, descending from a beanstalk.
yes, I remember.
That giant was slain. Now, come along.
Wait, please, we have a young child. Princess, our child was very difficult to come by. His safety is of great importance.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes.
I will take this news up with the prince when he returns. Thank you.
I'm going off to sell the harp, Jack.
Mother, no!
Listen to me, Jack. Can't have this harp around here while there's a giant on the loose.
But I know how to kill a giant.
Please, we've had our fill of giants.
If I could just help.
Enough! Now promise me, son, you won't leave your surroundings.
Mother!
I'm a man now.
You're still a little boy in your mother's eyes. I want you to promise. Promise.
I promise.
What happened in your house?
We had a baking accident.
A baking accident?
He's frightening the young thing.
You cannot frighten her.
Well, I guess Granny will have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I have all I can carry.
Why such a load?
Oh, I'm moving in with Granny. We had an accident too. I came home to find my house collapsed as if a big wind blew it in, and I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh no.
So I salvaged what I could, and now I'm off.
Good friends? What news have you? What of Mother's grave? What kind of trouble? Oh no, I can't investigate. A princess is not supposed to go into the woods unescorted. Good idea. I will disguise myself and go to see what's wrong. Thank you, birds. We'll take you to Granny's.
What?
We're not going to let her go alone.
All right, I will take you.
I don't need anyone to take me. I've gone many times before.
But not when there have been such winds blowing.
That's right. We'll all take you.
No.
I am not about to stay here with the baby when it wins my return to this house too.
I know Mother made me a promise, but I'm going to find that giant anyway.
Into the woods, it's always when you think at last you're through, and then into the woods you go again to take another journey.
Into the woods, the weather's clear. We've been before, we've not to fear. Into the woods, away from here.
Into the woods to find the giant.
Into the woods to grandmother's house.
Into the woods, the path is straight, no reason then to hesitate.
Into the woods, it's not so late, it's just another journey. Into the woods, but not too long. The skies are strange, the winds are strong. Into the woods to see what's wrong.
Into the woods to slay the giant.
Into the woods
To flee the winds.
to find a future.
To shield,
Slay.
Flee.
To find.
to fix,
To hide. To move.
To battle.
to see what the trouble is.
Rapunzel! What are you doing here? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. You just locked me away in a tower for all of my life with no company. Then you blinded my prince and banished me away to a desert where I had very little to eat. And again, no company, and then bore twins. Because of the way you treated me, I will never be happy.
I was just trying to be a good mother. Stay with me. There's a giant running about.
Good brother, what a surprise!
Brother, it's good to see you.
And what brings you into the wood today?
I am investigating news of a giant.
You? Investigating news of a giant? Father would not even do that. That is business for your steward or less.
Well, what brings you into the woods?
My Rapunzel has run off.
Run off?
She's a changed woman. Subject to hysterical fits of crying, moods which no soul could predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And Cinderella?
She remains well.
Does she? Now, brother, do tell what you're really doing here.
High in a tower like yours was, but higher, a beauty asleep. All round the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen, when the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen. I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside, don't ask it, a maiden, alas, just as unwakeable. What unmistakable agony is the way always barred. She has skin white as snow. Did you learn her name? No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony, such that princes must weep. Always and foremost to anything almost or something asleep. If it were not for the thickets of thick, it's no trick. Is it thick? It's the thickest. The quickest is pick it apart with a stick. Yes, but even one prick, it's my thing about blood. Well, it's sick. It's no sicker than your thing with dwarfs. Dwarfs are very upsetting. Not forgetting the tasks unachievable, mountains unscalable, if it's conceivable, but unavailable. Agony, misery, hope not to know what you miss, while they lie there
for years.
And you cry on their biers.
What unbearable bliss, agony that can cut like a knife. Ah well, back to my wife.
Rapunzel. I must be off. Godspeed, brother.
Godspeed.
And after hours of searching for Granny, our intrepid travelers lost not only their way, but their patience as well.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
We went down a dell. Perhaps you forgot the way. The path is straight.
Was straight, now there is no path.
Where's the stream? And where's the lily pond? Where's Granny?
Calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No,
Well, we'll just have to find Granny's without the path.
but Mother warned me to never stray from the path.
The path is straight from you.
Wait, you see there in the distance? That looks familiar. 3 oak trees.
Yes, I recognize.
Who might that be?
That's a steward in the royal family. What brings you into the woods?
The castle has been set upon by a giant.
Oh, no.
I warned you. Why didn't you do something?
I don't make policy, I just carry it out.
And I warned you, you can't count on a royal family to solve your problems.
I think it best we return to the village.
I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Guess which path the giant took to get to the castle?
Oh, no.
What?
All that's left of my garden is a sack of beans. And there's not much left of your house either.
But I heard the giants never strike the same house twice.
You heard wrong. The giant's a woman!
That size!
Where is the lad that killed my husband?
There is no lad here! We haven't seen him!
I want the lad that climbed the beanstalk.
We'll find him for you right now. Don't move!
You will destroy my house, not a great win. It's because of you I have no mother.
And who destroyed my house? That boy asked for shelter, and then he stole our gold, our hen, and our heart. And then he killed my husband. I must avenge the wrongdoing.
We are not responsible for him.
You're wasting your breath.
She's right, you can't reason with a dumb giant.
Not all giants are dumb. Give me the boy.
We told you he's not here.
The girl is telling the truth.
I know he's here.
The giant, who was nearsighted, remained convinced that she had found the lad. There was no consensus among them as to what course of action to take.
Put a spell on her.
I no longer have my powers. If I did, you think I'd be standing here with all of you. Now, we'll have to give us someone.
Oh!
The steward. It's in his line of duty to sacrifice his life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not giving up my life for anyone.
No, don't take it personally.
I'm waiting.
You must understand, these were not people familiar with making choices. Their past experiences in the woods had in no way prepared them to deal with a force this great.
Excuse me, but would you like a blind girl instead? Put him out of that misery.
We're not that miserable.
What are you talking
She
about?
doesn't want a woman.
Fine, then what do you suggest we do?
I'm still waiting.
It's interesting to examine the moral issue of question here. The finality of stories such as these dictates... I'm sorry. I tell the story, I'm not part of it.
That's right.
Not one of us.
You're always on the outside.
That's my role. There must always be someone on the outside.
You're going to be on the inside now.
You need an objective observer to pass the story along.
Some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
You drag me into this mess, you'll never hear the end of the story. You'll be lost.
Wait, he's the only one who knows the story.
You think it'll be fun when you have to tell it yourselves? Think of your baby.
Stop. He's right. Let him go. Put that away.
That's better. You don't want to live with
Hit the
father.
This is not the lad.
But no, don't! Why did you push him into her arms?
Well, you wanted to get rid of him too.
We might have thought of something else.
If it were up to you, a decision would never be made.
Now that he's gone, we'll never know what will happen next.
We'll manage.
Must I search among you for the lad?
No! Jack is just a boy! We had no food to eat, and he sold his beloved cow for magic beans! If anyone is to be punished, it's the man who made that exchange!
That's right.
Nonsense!
He was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrongs.
We suffered too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You are getting me very angry.
Oh, what about our anger? What about our loss? I mean, who's been flouncing through our kingdom?
Shh, be quiet.
Oh, I'll hide my son and you'll never find him.
Don't upset the giant.
You'll never find him.
I'm warning you.
And if you don't go back this instant, we'll get you for all you've done. I will.
Where is your son? Is that him?
No, this is not the boy. Stay here.
The boy is hiding in the steeple tower.
That's true. Yes.
If he's not, I will return and find you.
Rapunzel, away from me.
No, don't step on! Yuck. She's in poor condition.
Wake up.
Oh, don't let them get Jack.
We won't.
Oh, please don't let him be hurt. As I stand here at death's door,
I'll do all I can.
promise. Promise.
All right, I promise.
No. Come away from there. You killed her.
I was thinking of the greater good. That's my job.
This is the world I meant. Couldn't you listen? Couldn't you stay content? Safe behind walls as I could not. Now you know what's out there in the world. No one stays untainted by the world. Only I who loved you as you were. Only I who's frightened less of her than them.
this? When are things going to return to normal?
We must be gone if we're to arrive before nightfall. Where are you going?
We're off to a hidden kingdom. We can't take everyone.
Fools. There is nowhere to hide.
We'll never get there. We have to stay here and find our way out of this together.
Some people are cut out to battle giants, while others are not. I don't have the Constitution, and as long as I can be of no help, I am going to hide. Everything will work out fine, in the end.
Not always.
I hope the giant steps on them all.
You shouldn't say that.
You were thinking the same thing.
This is terrible. We just saw 3 people die.
And since when are you so squeamish? How many wolves have you carved up?
A wolf's not the same.
Ask the wolf's mother. Stop it. I suggest we find that boy now and give her what she wants.
If we give her the boy, she'll kill him too.
And if we don't, she'll kill half the kingdom.
One step at a time. Maybe if he apologizes, makes amends.
Yes, we'll return the stolen goods.
Yes, he really is a sweet boy at heart. She'll see that.
You people are so blind. It's because of that boy that there's a giant in our land. While you continue talking about the problem, I'll find that lad and I'll serve him to the giant for lunch.
Are we gonna let her feed the boy to the giant?
No.
No, I'll have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, you stay with the baby.
We'll fan out. It'll increase our chances of finding the boy. No, here. You stay with the baby. I do not want you roaming about the woods.
You will leave our child with her?
Yes, the baby is asleep. He will be fine with the girl.
But what if the giant were to return
The
here?
giant will not harm them, I know.
How do you know?
I know.
But what if there
But
was...
what if? But what if? Well, only a giant's foot. Stop your arguing.
You will stay here with the baby. Please.
Do you two always argue like that?
No, not really.
Well, it seems like you do.
No, there's nothing wrong with having an argument.
Oh, I see.
Milky! Milky!
That's him. Jack?
Jack!
Jack! Oh, no. You stay here with the baby.
But I want to
You
come.
will be safer here.
Please don't go too far.
I will only walk 100 paces. If I do not find the boy, I will come right back. All right? 1, 2, 3. Jack! Jack!
Hello?
You must be here to slay the giant.
Oh, yes.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have?
Yes.
And what are you doing alone in the woods?
I came with my husband. We were... Well, it's a long story.
And he would let you roam alone in the woods?
No. Actually, it was my choice. I'm looking for the lad.
Your choice. How brave.
Brave?
Yes. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. Wait a minute. We can't do this. You have a princess.
Well, yes, I do.
And I have a baker.
Of course. Of course, you're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, there's a moment after all. Seize the moment, skies may fall any moment.
But this is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant, best to take the moment present as a present for the moment. Jack! Jack!
81, 82, 83. What's wrong, ma'am? May I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. Mother's grave destroyed.
Oh, sorry.
My wishes have just been crushed.
Don't say that.
It's true. You wouldn't understand.
Well, you can't just stay here. There's a giant on the loose.
I'm certain the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
Been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
I understand that's what princes do.
Not all princes.
No, you just look like the princess, but dirty. You are the princess.
Please get up, get up. I am not a princess here.
What are you to do?
I must be on my way back to the castle.
You haven't heard? We came upon the royal family. The castle has been set upon by the giant.
And the prince?
He was not with them. You must come with me. You shall be safe in our company.
I must leave you.
Why?
The giant.
The giant! I had almost forgotten.
Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods, our moment shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Every moment is of moment when you're in the woods. Now, I must go off and slay a giant. That is what the next moment holds for me. I shall never forget you. How brave you are to be alone in the woods. And how alive you've made me feel.
What was that?
Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me? And kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Wake up, stop dreaming, stop prancing about the woods. It's not deceiving, what is it about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband, no one lives in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth and a baker for bread and a prince for whatever. Never, it's these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes it was. Was that me? No it wasn't, just a trick of the woods. Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never end? That's what woods are for these moments in the woods. With
First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment who can live in the woods.
And to get what you wish only just for a moment, these are dangerous woods. Let the moment go. Don't forget it for a moment though. Just remembering you had an and when you're back to ore. Makes the ore mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods. '91, '92, '93, '94. 91, 92, 93. 91, 92, 90. 93.
She should be back by now.
She said she would only go 100 paces.
I'm sure she'll return.
No, I better look for her. In which direction did she go?
Ow! Look who I found.
Please don't let her give me to the giant.
It's not our fault the giant wants you.
You're hurting me.
Let go of him.
Leave him alone.
Where did you get this? Where's my wife?
She's dead.
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her. She was under a tree.
Sobbing all over her like she was his own mother.
How awful.
How could this happen?
I buried her in a footprint.
What was I thinking? I should have just stayed with her.
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead!
Wake up! There were people dying all around you. You're not the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now it's time to get this boy to the giant before we're all so much dead meat. Keep away from him.
No.
Now is not the time to be soft-hearted. He's going to the giant, and I'm taking it.
Yes, he's the one to blame. It's because of you there's a giant in our midst, and my wife is dead.
But it isn't my fault. I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans, and without those beans, there'd have been no stock to get up to the giant in the first place.
Wait a minute, magic beans for a cow so old that you had to tell Elijah to live, which you told. Were they worthless beans? Were they over-sold? Oh, and tell us who persuaded you to steal that bean.
It's your fault.
No.
So it's your fault.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's true.
Wait a minute, but I only sold the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
Yes. No, it isn't. I'd have kept those beans to attain your stupid one curse reverse.
It's his father's fault that the curse got placed and the place got cursed in the first place.
Also, it's his fault.
It was his fault.
No.
Yes, it is. It's his.
I guess.
Wait a minute, now I chopped on the beanstalk, right? That's clear, but without any beanstalk there, much clearer is how the second giant get down here in the first place. Second place.
Yes.
And the other bean.
The other bean.
The other bean.
Tucking in the other bean.
I did. Yes, I did.
So it's your
No,
fault.
I didn't, because I gave it to my wife.
Then it's her fault.
No, it isn't.
Then who's his?
Wait a minute. She obtained that bean to get your shoes, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you.
You mean that old bean that's your wife? Oh dear, but I never knew, and so I threw one. Don't look here.
It's your fault.
See, it's her fault.
What?
And it isn't mine at all.
What? What?
Well, if you hadn't gone back up again, you were greedy. Did you need that head?
I got it from my mother.
So it's her fault then.
Yes, and what about the heart and the third
The
place?
horse, yes.
She went and dared me to.
I did you too.
You dared me to. She said that I was scared.
Me?
She dared me.
You did.
So it's your fault.
Wait a minute.
You hadn't dared him too.
But let the heart go on.
You
You
had
in trouble
to
in the first
in the
place.
first place. She had to in the first place.
You
raised the bean in the first place.
It's your fault. You're responsible. You're responsible. It's your fault.
It's the last midnight. It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be squish. Told a little lie, stole a little gold, broke a little vow. Did you have to get your prince? Have to get your cow?
doesn't matter how, anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight, it's the moon splat, nothing but a last midnight. Everybody smashed flat. Nothing we can do. Not exactly true. We can always give her the boy. No, of course what really matters is the blame. Someone you can blame. Find if that's the thing you enjoy. Placing the blame, if that's the aim. Give me the blame. Just give me the boy. No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the one. I'm the hit, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch, you're all liars and thieves. Like his father, like his son will be too. Oh, why bother? You'll just do what you do. It's the last midnight, so goodbye. Oh, coming at you fast. Midnight, soon you'll see the sky fall. Here, you want another bead? Have another bead. Beads were made for making you rich. And they saw, here you want some more. Listen to the roar, try to spot the score. Well, you can't blame another witch. It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. Now before it's past midnight, I'm leaving you my last chorus. I'm leaving you alone. You can tend the garden, it's yours, separate and alone. Everybody down on bars, or a mother wed, lost the bits again. Punish me the way you did that. Give me claws and a punch, just away from this bunch. And the gloom, and the gloom, and the
Maybe I shouldn't have stolen from the giant.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path.
Maybe I shouldn't have attended the ball.
Yes. Maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said we had to figure this thing out together.
Doesn't matter whether we're together or apart.
We need your help.
You don't understand. My wife was the one who really helped. I depended on her for everything.
You would leave your child.
My child will be happier in the arms of a princess.
But wait! All right. Come on. Jack?
Thought you were dead.
Not completely. Are we ever?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that true?
It's because of you all of this happened.
I strayed into the garden to get your mother a gift. And I foolishly took some of those beans for myself. How was I to know? How are we ever to know? And when she died, I ran from my guilt. And now, aren't you making the same mistake?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more questions. Please. No more tests. Comes the day you say, what for? Please. No more.
We disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't.
What?
They disappoint, in turn I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo, left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. Time to shut the door. Just no more.
Running away, let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there in the yonder. Running away, go to it. Where did you have in mind? Have to take care unless there's a where. You'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions, different kind. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away, we'll do it. Why sit around resigned? Trouble is son, the farther you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and more what you've left behind. We disappoint, we leave a mess, we die, but we don't.
We disappoint, in turn, I guess, forget though we won't. Like father, like son. No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do you ignore all the witches, all the curses, all the wolves, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wondering what even worse is still in store, all the children, all the giants.
I knew you wouldn't give up.
He wouldn't leave his baby.
It looked like he was going to.
Give me my son. He always cries when I hold him.
Now what are we to do?
Well, we must have a plan before the giant returns. What? We all must think of something.
If there were just some way we could surprise her.
She's too tall to surprise.
Oh, good friend, need your help now more than ever. What of the prince? I don't care. What's important now is that we find a way to fell the giant. How can you help? You could do that? How can I ever thank you?
You can talk to birds.
The birds will help.
How?
When the giant returns, they'll attack her and peck out her eyes till she's blind.
Well, what good will that do?
Then you can surprise her, strike her, or whatever you do to kill a giant.
Well, once she's blinded, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
She'll crush us all.
Smear the ground with pitch. We'll lure her to an area smeared with pitch. Her shoes will stick and she won't be able to move.
And then we strike her from behind.
How are you going to strike her and lure her where?
Yes, where?
A tower.
What tower?
Between those two trees. An old tower.
Yes, send her to the tower.
All right. We all have to try something quick. It'll be dark soon.
Here.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Come on.
Oh no! Now, don't cry, little woman. I know. You want your mother.
Hello?
The giant went in that direction.
My darling, is that you? I did not recognize you. What are you doing in those old clothes and with a child? You must return to the castle at once. There's a giant on the
The
loose.
giant has been to the castle.
No. Are you all right? My love, why are you being so cold?
Maybe because I'm not your only love, am I?
I love you. I do. But yes, it's true.
Why, if you love me, would you have strayed?
I thought that if you were mine, I would never wish for more, and part of me is content and happy as I've ever been. But there remains a part of me that continually needs more.
I have on occasion wanted more, but that doesn't mean I went in search of it. If this is how you behave as a prince, what kind of king will you be?
I was raised to be charming, not sincere. I did not ask to be raised a king. I didn't ask to be born a king, and I'm not perfect. I'm only human.
I think you should go.
Leave? But I do love you.
Consider that I have been lost, a victim of the giant.
Is that what you really wish?
My father's house was a nightmare. Your house was a dream. Now I want something in between. Please go.
I shall always love the maiden who ran away.
And I, the faraway prince.
They're almost finished. You see over there between those two towers? When the giant comes, we are to send her over there.
Good.
I wanted to climb the tower too.
I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny's gone.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
I think my mother and my granny would be upset with me.
Why?
Because they always told me to make them proud. And here I am about to kill someone.
Not someone. A giant who's been doing harm.
But isn't the giant a person too? Aren't we to show forgiveness? I think my
my mother would be unhappy with these circumstances. Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one is alone. Truly, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the walk. Others may deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide alone. But no one is alone. I wish I know.
Wait until my mother hears I've slain the giant.
Jack, your mother is dead.
Dead? Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giant, trying to protect you, and then she was struck a deadly blow by the Princess Steward.
No. Why would he do that?
He was afraid she was provoking the giant.
Can no one bring her back?
No one.
The steward will pay for this. After we slay the giant, I'll slay him.
He'll do nothing of the kind.
But he shouldn't have killed my mother. Right?
I guess not.
Then he must die.
Well, no.
Why not?
That would be wrong.
What he did was wrong. He should be punished.
He will be, somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
And kill him. No. Don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Wrong things, right things.
Who knows what she'd say?
Who can say what's true?
Nothing's quite so clear now.
Things, fight things.
Feel you've lost your way.
You decide, but you
are
are
not alone. Believe me, no one is alone.
Is alone, believe me.
You move just a finger. Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger behind.
No one acts alone. Careful, no one is alone. People make mistakes. Fathers,
Mothers,
people make mistakes.
holding to their own, thinking they're alone. Honor their mistakes.
Fight for their mistakes.
Everybody makes
One another's terrible mistakes. Witches
can be right, giants can be good. You decide what's right, you decide what's good. Just remember,
someone is on your side.
our side, someone else is not. While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot. They are not alone. No one is alone. Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go. Things will turn out right now.
We can make it so.
Someone is on your side.
Here she comes,
Remember, don't let her know our plan.
Where is the boy?
We don't know. Yes, we do. We can't go on hiding him any longer. He must pay the price for his wrongs.
Quick! Tell me where he is.
Over there! You see that tower where the birds are clustered? Jack is in that tower, hiding.
Thank you. Now justice will be served and I shall leave your kingdom.
Catch the potato.
Every knot was one straight rope.
The harder to wait, the better to have.
Excuse me.
The greater the good, the harder the blow.
We're going to hide, know how to get there.
And how to get back.
And eat first. The knife that is sharp today may be dull by tomorrow.
Well, now we can all return home and let us hope there will be no more killing.
Where am I to go? I have no one to take care of me.
You'll have to take care of yourself now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of you.
You will?
Yes, I'll be your mother now.
I don't want another mother. I want a friend. And a pet.
Of course, we have nowhere to go, so we'll move in with you.
Oh, no.
It'll be fun.
Well, my house is in shambles and there's hardly room. Of course, you can come home with us.
And you shall join us too.
You'll not return to the castle?
I'll gladly help you with your house. There are times when I actually enjoy cleaning. How proud your wife would have been of you.
How sad it is that my son will never know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that, of course you were meant to have children.
But how will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just calm the child.
Yes, calm the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened. Be father and mother. He'll know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone. No one is alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him see the glow. Things will be alright now. Tell him what you know.
Once upon a time, in a far-off kingdom,
Careful the things you say.
lived a young maiden,
Children will listen.
sad young lad.
Careful the things you do. Children will see.
And a childless baker
And learn.
with his wife.
Children may not obey, but children will listen.
shall sing, at the top of the tango, still listen, secrets and the count of them. There are always hopes, there are always spells, there are always dreams for a giant cross. So into the woods you go again, you have to every now and then. Into the woods to tell you when, be ready for the journey. Into the woods but not too fast, for what you wish you lose at last.
Into the woods, but find the path.
Into the woods but find the future.
Into the woods, but not to stray.
Or tempt the wolf or see the giant. The way is dark, the light is dim, but now there's you, me, her, and him.
The chances look small.
The choices look real, but everything you learn there will help when you return there. The light is getting dimmer.
I think I see a glimmer.
Into the woods you have to go, but that's the way you learn to go. Into the woods to find there's hope of getting through the journey. Into the woods each time you go, there's more to learn of what you know. Into the woods but not too slow. Into the woods it's nearing midnight. Into the woods to mind the wolf, to heed the wish, to honor the giant, to mind, to keep, to find, to think, to teach, to join, to go to the festival. Into the woods.